Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
And what a fun Friday it is. Topping off just a great week. Had to go to the doctor the other day, and the guy who drew blood came in and drew blood from me.
Oh, no.
Because I'm going through this kidney stone thing. And this is the first time I've been confronted with this at a doctor's office. It usually happens at CVS. How's your day? How's your week going so far?
Week?
Yeah, my week. I mean, he wanted a recap of my entire week.
When was
so
this?
far? I mean, he wasn't asking me to predict the future, but he wanted to know about my week so far.
That's 7 times more intrusive than just asking about your day.
Right.
It's midweek.
It's such a stupid question.
Midweek.
How's your week going so far?
Well, do you want to know about how much it sucks?
Yeah, let's see. I'm sitting in this office because I have kidney stones. Take a guess! Which I did not do.
He's just trying to be nice.
I know I hate it, though. It's such a ridiculous... It must be just me. Maybe I'm just mean. I don't think I am.
No. Are you saying like you're the only one that gets that?
Am I the only one that's irritated by that?
No, but it's difficult.
Because it's a meaningless question.
Yeah.
You're not really going to analyze your week for this guy.
I actually do answer. It kind of sucks right now.
Let's see. On Monday...
Yeah. I do this. Absolutely. I mean, I don't go through like Monday is this or whatever. I go like, oh, really? Do you want to really know? Because it sucks.
Because all they want to hear is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Or good.
Right.
Whatever.
It's
all they want to hear.
Right,
they don't want to know.
They don't realize.
Then don't do it. Don't say it.
They don't realize that's
Greet
their
me.
greeting.
Say, hey, or hi. How you doing?
Okay, we're here
How
to
you
draw
doing is
some
okay
blood.
with me.
Let me slap these gloves on. Let's go.
Hold on a second. But would you rather the how's it going? How's your week going? Or would you rather, so what do you do for a living? Oh, no.
No, I
don't
want to go down that road.
We're not going there.
That's for
Ask
sure.
me how my day is.
Especially as I'm sitting there in a vulnerable position.
Right.
About to have blood pulled out of my
Because you
body.
have no idea what they think about
right.
current
That's
events.
why the answer is always a plumber.
Yeah.
Always. I'm a plumber.
I work at Kmart.
Everybody appreciates plumbers.
I work at the last open Kmart.
Is that right?
On the planet.
Oh, do you guys still do that blue light special thing?
Yeah, once in a while.
Really?
Not as often as we used to because we're pretty bankrupt.
Wow.
So we got to usually raise
That creates
prices.
more conversation, though.
Really?
Really?
Then you're cutting a lot.
As a plumber, as a plumber, it's like, I'm a plumber, and I just washed off. I just showered off, pulled my arm out of a crappy toilet.
You probably don't
5
want to touch it
minutes
much.
ago,
So
go ahead, draw some blood.
why don't you swab off one little area, shut up, and get out of here.
How's your
and
week
get out of
going
here.
so far?
How's your week going so far? Well, let's see.
Better than yours. I don't have to touch strangers.
Saturday morning, I was in excruciating pain. Went to an emergency room where I waited for 3.5 hours before I left and went to another emergency room where I finally got service after about another hour. So 4.5 hours into my excruciating pain.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's
Got
go ahead
some
and draw
relief.
your
Exactly.
blood.
Exactly. He would
Wait,
say,
I haven't told you about Sunday.
No.
Sunday.
I found a vein. We're good. Let's go. Man, so you had a good weekend.
How's your week going so far? Yeah, I had a great weekend. Hopefully this one will be better.
And by the way, as folks have pointed out online, you need to start blaming Steve directly. Steve, the kidney stone, for any kind of mistakes or screw-ups or anything that happens.
Good point. Steve's fault.
He's rolling around in there doing damage.
Well, Steve was responsible for the BLM story with the 2% support for BLM. So, yeah, that was Steve.
Stupid Steve.
That wasn't me. Let's see. Keith saw
me.
a sign the other day.
Yeah, out here on 114.
And
Like they installed it, but they haven't put the words on it yet, so it's just a blank canvas waiting for us to have fun with it online.
Going to be digital, or are they going to paint something on it?
No. It's one of those green signs. There it is. See, it's just a green sign over there
Oh,
near the
yeah.
airport. Mm-hmm. And I thought, you know what? I'll just make this a canvas for your audience to have fun with. And I made some signs myself to get them started. And then they took hold. Yeah, there you go. My vaccine passport is the Bill of Rights.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Tyrants are empowered by compliance.
That's the truth.
That's good. We are not a democracy, although that's not what that one.
Oh, demand freedom.
or it will never return.
Yeah. Hopefully these are in order in your stack there.
No, I'll just read them from this.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
And then we have
There we go. Good job, Kara, 3022.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff there. You can't go into a 7-Eleven without an Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Nice job, Brandon Callos.
Old ass bum in there from Kara 3022.
Yeah.
Yes.
Salute the Marines.
Ugly troglodyte.
Just in case Biden drives
Yeah.
by, he'll know. Oh, Michael Zeha Beetlebop.
Thank you, Jeffy's gut check.
And business. Next left. That's good.
I like the business.
I like that. Do this, don't do that. Oh, that's a thinking person's sign.
Yes.
That's from Signs, the song by the Five Man Electrical Band. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the sign? The road to Pat's house, road closed.
Rob made that one. That's perfect. Now, I'm apparently the only one who sees that sign when I'm driving down the road.
Apparently, yes. Yeah, not a lot of people see that one. All right.
It's too bad. It's unfortunate.
So mine would have been, how's your week going so far? That would have been mine on that sign because it's so appropriate. We've had this story for a while. This is an interesting development. There is an Orthodox Christian in Russia who is suing McDonald's after claiming that a banner advertising burgers and McNuggets made her break her fast.
Yeah.
She had observed the belt tightening custom for 16 years up to that point.
Wow.
So she is suing McDonald's now because she broke her fast for $14.
Yeah, the pictures were too good.
Yeah.
Pictures were too good.
She's suing the food chain after claiming that seeing a mouth-watering cheeseburger commercial made her break her fast during Lent.
Yeah, she wants them to stop advertising during Lent as well.
They're not going to, Putin. They're not going to.
Ridiculous.
And neither should they.
But she's suing for the grand total of $14.
So she's got some common sense. Yeah,
she
she
wants her money
wants
back.
the $14 back. We should raise $14 for her and send it to her. And then she could drop her lawsuit.
Remember when somebody was upset
or McDonald's could just give her the $14
or that, yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with raising the money if you want. Here, I'll pitch in 50 cents. But, I think McDonald's can, you know.
Was it a lawsuit or was it just a complaint that Apple should be held responsible because their product, their iPhone is too addictive? Remember that? We had that story.
I do remember that. I think it was a lawsuit.
Is there no personal responsibility left on any level?
No.
On any level.
By the way, the commercial did not force you into breaking your fast.
Oh, yeah.
Apple does not force you to use their product. Is it enticing? You bet. You bet. But that's where, I don't know, willpower comes in from time to time. You know,
Jeffy?
Maybe cut back on that a little bit.
Let me eat! Yeah, there's no willpower.
Was that let me eat?
He did that when you were gone with Steve or something. No, Missouri.
Just commenting about
Yeah.
something.
Let me eat?
Yeah, there was a story in the news, and, it was a buffet story. What was it?
Oh, no, the waitress. It was just waitresses coming up and bugging you.
Yeah.
We discussed about how waitresses come up and bug you.
Yes.
As you're eating.
Over and over and over.
And at the
How's everything now?
Right.
Fine. It's good.
How's everything?
At
How's
some
it
point,
going?
it's like,
How's everything tasting?
Fine, let me eat.
Yes.
How's your week?
Yeah. There's a fine line between
I know.
being abandoned by your server and
That's
being
what we were talking
harassed
about. Right.
by your server.
You can find that sweet spot. You're going to get a big tip.
Right.
You mess up one way or the other.
Forget it. Yeah, you're out. So I'm sorry. It's up to the waitress to know where that line is. Too. It's not up to me. I'm not the one who.
No,
works
and
there.
every customer is different.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's good waitresses and bad waitresses, and good waiters and bad waiters.
I think after you first
Servers.
get your food, it's appropriate for them to come up and say, "How's it
Do
turn
you
out
need
okay?"
anything?
Yeah, and then when the glass, your water is empty or getting down that way, they come and refill it. I mean, I appreciate that, but other than that, you can pretty much leave us alone till the end when you bring the check, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but I like to check
Why don't
early.
you turn around and walk on out of here?
I like to check early because I want to dictate when I leave.
Yeah, and I like it when they say, "No rush, just pay that whenever," and they bring it to you early. Yeah, I appreciate that. So there you go, a little Pat Gray serving 101 right there.
But how much do you knock off of the tip if they ask how your day's going?
At least 5%. maybe
Right.
10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 10.
And then they asked me about my week, 10% off.
How's your week going so far?
Okay, well, you know what? I'm taking this change off the table now because that's annoying.
Nope, I don't like that. All right, so Afghanistan's going well. That's the good thing, is that this administration followed the plan left by the last guy, and so everything went swimmingly.
Perfect.
That's what they'll have you believe.
Or the exact opposite of that. One of the
One
two.
or the other.
I'm not sure which. I haven't been hearing a lot about it. Nobody's talking about what's going on in Afghanistan. So isn't that weird?
Weird.
You know, and Biden, of course, headed for Delaware again.
Yeah.
Again. In fact, he might be there now. Is he there now?
No, he's given some talk today. He is doing some kind of speech. I'm not sure the odds on him taking questions, but he's supposed
he's not going to.
It'll say leave now at the bottom of the teleprompter again.
He's supposed to, give some kind of speech today, and then he's headed to Delaware until Monday afternoon or something.
Jeez, I mean,
you got to take a break. It's been a long week.
right.
There's got to be some sort of treatment. There's something health-related happening in Delaware that he has to go to. Has to be.
Or it's just that he's away from everything and nobody sees him for a few days.
Right.
When he's doing really badly. And he can rest and take his meds and regroup.
Shuffle around in the PJs.
I mean, do they really think they can pull this off for 4 years? There's just no way.
No, he's falling too fast now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plan was 2 years and 1 day, but now I think they're going to have to speed that timeline up.
They are. And, as we pointed out, and everybody knows, it's not a good option when he resigns. It's not.
I know.
Because you got Kamala Harris. She's going to be horrific. Really, really bad.
Really bad.
But can we just get through to the midterms next year? Can we just...
As a nation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. Can we just, hang on long enough to get some opposition so you can block everything. So you can block everything. And that's what they should do. That should be their goal, I think. Just block everything.
Block it all.
Well, that was their plan with Trump, and it worked flawlessly because even the GOP wouldn't push his agenda through.
Right.
Which, by the way, where is the GOP right now? Why aren't they out in front? I mean, if ever there was a silver platter moment, oh my gosh, the pushback that we're hearing is from Democrats.
They're where they always are. Nowhere.
Right.
Doing nothing.
That's a good point.
Where are they?
Yeah.
They should be out front talking about this failure. Own it, Joe. Oh my gosh. Where are they? Not even speaking.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's
pretty
amazing.
And you have guys.
And this is gold for them because they've got bipartisan backing on this.
When do you get this opportunity? The GOP sucks.
And you have guys like Mitt Romney who are saying we need to help the Afghanis get out of there. How about we worry about the Americans first? Then we'll worry about the Afghans. I'm fine with helping the Afghanis. I'm fine with helping all the people that helped us the last 20 years. Good with that. But how about we get the Americans out first?
Well, Americans, yes. But like this Afghan guy who worked as an interpreter for the U.S. Special Forces for 5 years, and he talked with CNN's Kate Baldwin about how scared he and his family are about being killed. He might be a priority because they are going to kill him. They are. He's identified only as Abdul, spoke by phone to protect his identity. But Baldwin played an audio recording he had given to a human rights attorney before beginning the interview. And he said, why are the American soldiers forgetting about us after everything we did, the sacrifices we made? Why are they leaving us behind?
That's a good question.
It is. I don't want to be killed by the Taliban. They're going to cut our heads off if they find my location. Please help. It's tragic. This is really heart-wrenching. He said, I don't know how long more should I handle this. I have a wife and 2 young kids. We will all be killed by the Taliban if they find us. So he made a plea directly to Joe Biden because the reporter asked him, if you could get a message to President Biden tonight, what is your message to him? I'm asking him to the U.S. government to please save me and my family and the Afghan interpreters who worked for your country. Are you going to leave us behind here to die? Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging him. I'm begging America. Please help us. Yeah,
Wow.
Kind of tugs.
That sure does.
Yeah, and I got a direct message on Twitter from a guy claiming to be in the Afghan Air Force. Talked about working alongside our pilots, and it's gut-wrenching. It is quite believable. I don't think this is a scam or anything like that, and I sent it to the Nazarene Fund people in hopes that they can help out, nazarenefund.org, if you're able to contribute. But, I mean, he's talking about how he's in hiding, and...
Well, they all are, yeah.
That's
part of the problem, right? I mean, they've got to... We're saying, if you get to the airport, we'll help you, we'll take you, get out of here. But the problem is getting to the airport.
Right.
And so the only way to do that is, and we talked about it earlier in the week, the only way to do that is we need to send in troops and escort these people to the airport.
Yeah.
And just tell the Taliban, look, you guys can fight out your country when we're gone, but these people are coming with us.
So in fact, an American...
Period.
An American who is there in Afghanistan says that the State Department was seeking up to $2,000 in payment for American passengers and even more for non-U.S. citizens. And they told this to a journalist, and a journalist reached out to the State Department and says, is this accurate? And the journalist said that the State Department spokesperson did not deny that. What? They didn't confirm nor deny that we're charging.
You got to be kidding.
But we're not. I mean, look, we'll bill you. We're not gonna. It's not like we're saying.
You got to put down the cash in advance.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Cash in advance.
We're not. Wow, what a meanie you are. No, we're not doing that.
No, I'm sorry. No pay. No
pay,
trip.
no fly.
No
We're
fly.
out of here.
No fly. See ya. Bye-bye. We don't accept American Express. In fact, we don't accept Visa or MasterCard. I want to see cash on
money.
the barrelhead right
Cash
here.
money right here.
That's despicable. Are we really? That can't be.
Are
you going to tell me
these planes don't fly themselves for free, Pat?
Those 600 people in the C-17 the other day all paid $2,000 to get on?
I think they
no
may
way.
have, according to that story, they had to sign a promissory note that they would pay it. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. According to that story. Now I don't know if I don't know if that's true.
Are we that hard up right now?
Yeah, this is from the form.
Wow.
This is second page of the form. All passengers will need to reimburse the U.S. government for the flight. Promissory note for the full cost of the flight may exceed $2,000 per person, must be signed by each adult passenger before boarding. No cash or credit card payments will be accepted.
Does it include a meal? Do I get a meal on the flight?
No, in fact,
peanuts. I at least get peanuts.
Put
for
a
that,
mask
right?
on and zip it.
Huh. Wow.
How much you want to bet? Put your mask on.
The mask on and keep quiet.
Yeah, it seems like it's completely accurate, Pat. I'm reading this Yahoo News
Is that a
story.
first class ticket, or is that coach, or am I just sitting on a bare plane?
Now,
just sitting on the benches
on the layover?
Okay.
Do I have to deboard, or can I at least stay on the plane when we land in Germany on the way here?
No, we're just gonna tip it sideways and you're gonna spill out the
This is
side.
This is madness.
It
There
is
is no plan here whatsoever.
Embarrassing.
It sure is.
It's embarrassing for the greatest nation in the history of the world.
Yes, it is.
To be conducting things in this manner. It's embarrassing. And it's a travesty.
I mean, we've got the President of the United States being admonished on the floor of Parliament.
Jeez.
First time ever.
My gosh.
And as embarrassing as that is, so. Shut up.
Okay, well, when you say it like that.
I mean, there's that. There is that. Right. It does make you just want to flip him the middle finger.
It does.
It does. Yeah. You know what? This.
Yeah.
Fly that.
Fly that. Fly
Go
this bird.
have your cup of tea and zip it, okay?
They'll make us come over there and kick your ass a
Thank
third
you.
time. We'll do it if we have to.
Well,
All right?
well, maybe the next
If
president.
the first two beatings weren't bad enough, how about a third?
Wait, a third one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the Revolutionary War, 1812.
That was a
This
tie.
would be the third.
I'd say we're one.
No.
I'd say we're 1-0-1.
No. We won that. They tried to overtake the government of the United States of America.
We tried to take Canada,
So?
and we didn't.
So?
Look at the objectives of that war and see if they
We
were
won
met.
1812.
I mean, that was a smart
We
move.
won 1812.
That was a
we
smart
continued
move.
to be a nation.
That was a smart move not taking Canada, by the way.
That was. It was. Let our little brothers have it.
Let them have it. Go ahead.
Who needs that frozen wasteland?
Right.
We don't. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. There's a gym threatening to revoke a man's membership after he told a woman that he doesn't find her attractive.
So fun. I love this story so much.
A man defended himself on social media after admitting that he offended a woman who confronted him at the gym. The Reddit user explained in a lengthy post that the fellow gym goer had accused him of staring at her, prompting him to tell her to get over herself while insisting he didn't find her attractive. He began by describing how he'd only just started working out again after gaining weight during lockdown and visited the gym with his wife. It was during a session on Saturday morning when he was pedaling away on a machine and listening to 90s music that the furious stranger approached him. Apparently this morning, a woman thought I was staring at her. I'm going to be honest and say that I'm not even sure if I was looking at her. The first time I for sure noticed her was when she pushed my shoulder to get my attention. I pulled my earpieces out and asked if she needed something. She proceeded to loudly shame me for staring at her while she was working out. I explained that I was simply zoned out and not really looking at anything. I was 26 minutes in at this point and sweating from my ride. He continued, I tried to diffuse it. I tried explaining that I really wasn't looking at her. She was having none of it and just kept getting louder. So I finally just said, get over yourself. Why the F would I be staring at you when that's my wife over there on the elliptical? The Redditor admitted that the woman looked wounded by his comments, which made him feel bad, but stressed she would not stop or leave me alone. He went on. She walked away, and I thought that was the end of it. But as he and his partner were leaving, one of the trainers stopped us and said that it wasn't necessary, and that I wasn't necessary, and that they would talk to the manager about revoking my membership.
Ouch.
Ending his post, he described the threat as seeming pretty BS to me, adding, this was literally my first interaction with anyone there since I've joined. I scanned my little card in, put my headphones on, and zone out for 1.5 hours in the name of sweating for health.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you go to the gym. Man.
Yeah, as the
don't act
gym
like you
rat,
know how it works at a gym.
The gym rat you
put the headphones in, you just zone out, and next thing you know, it's 2 or 3 hours later, you're
Sure.
You just
feel the burn, baby.
Sweaty, you haven't been looking at anybody,
anything
except for the dozens of babes in their tights working out.
Wait, what?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. He concluded, I don't talk to people there because it's their effing time, and I'm assuming they're not there for the purpose of making friends. He then asked fellow users of the Am I the A-hole forum if he owed the woman an apology.
No.
I'm going to say
and
no.
They supported him. No, they supported him. Yeah.
Apparently, the overwhelming response was no, with a number insisting that his remark shouldn't have been viewed as insulting.
Hold on a second.
Right.
On Reddit, there's a Am I the A-hole forum? I love that.
Yeah.
How many times do you post stuff in there, Jeffy?
On Reddit.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. I'm sure you do.
Yeah. I like Reddit.
They call you Mr. Reddit.
Mr. Reddit.
Yeah.
That's me.
Mr. Stinking
Mr. Reddit. Can't get enough of that.
Speaking of a-holes, did you see that Hope Solo from the formerly of the U.S. women's soccer team? She used to be the goalie.
Yeah.
I believe.
A-hole? Wait, what?
No.
Okay.
She's talking about a-hole
she's
Megan
talking about
Rapinoe.
A-hole.
Oh, definitely. Okay, yeah.
She definitely is.
She definitely posted the a-hole Reddit thread, I'll tell you that.
And what she has just come out with is pretty interesting. She said, I've seen Megan Rapinoe almost bully players into kneeling for the national anthem.
That makes sense, too.
Because she really wants to stand up for something in her particular way.
Yeah.
But it's our right as Americans to do it in whatever way we're comfortable with. Why didn't she say this, I don't know, years ago?
I know.
When all of this started with the stupid women's soccer team? Would have been nice. if people would have gotten that support, and then Carly What's-Her-Face wouldn't be the only one that was standing for the national anthem. Carly Lloyd. She was earlier this month. She was the only one who stood for the anthem. So, everybody was kind of stunned that anybody stood for the anthem.
Right.
Because Rapinoe would berate them for it. Team had gotten criticism at the start of the Olympics when players knelt before their match against Sweden.
Sweden, yeah.
Which, of course, the U.S. lost 3-0. And their rocky start ended with a bronze medal. They beat Team Australia 4-3 to finish third and get the bronze. And I guess they knelt the whole time.
Good for them.
Isn't that wonderful?
Good for them.
Yeah, that's great. So anyway, Hope Solo has finally spoken out about the way Megan Rapinoe behaves. It's finally.
And, look, and maybe I don't know what brought this on for her, but I noticed that also right around this time after Hope spoke out, the headlines broke that Megan was thinking about retiring and quitting, playing soccer.
Shoot.
And I don't know if that I don't know if these bully stories have anything to do with it, because obviously she's not saying, "Oh, I'm sick of people now giving me a hard time. I'm going to just quit." But it certainly makes sense.
Yeah.
That she would talk about stepping away if some of the players are going to start standing up to her.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be nice to see somebody stand up to this bull crap?
Yes.
It would be quite refreshing, actually.
Yes, it would.
Like this black dad standing up to CRT in Colorado Springs and actually got critical race theory banned there. Listen to some of what he had to say.
I am the direct descendant of the North American slave trade. Both my parents are black, all 4 of my grandparents are black, all 8 of my great-great-grandparents, all 16 of my great-greats. On my mother's side, my ancestors were enslaved in Alabama. On my father's side, we were enslaved in Texas. I am not oppressed. I'm not oppressed, and I'm not a victim.
That's great.
I'm neither oppressed nor a victim. I travel all across this country of ours. And I check into hotels, and I fly commercially, and I walk into retail establishments, and I order food in restaurants. I go wherever I want, whenever I want. I am treated with kindness, dignity, and respect, literally from coast to coast. I have 3 children. They are not oppressed either, although they are victims. I've taught my children they are victims of 3 things: their own ignorance, their own laziness, and their own poor decision making. That is all.
Great.
My children.
Wow.
We are not victims of America. We are not victims of some unseen 190-year-old force that kind of floats around in the ether. Putting critical race theory into our classrooms is taking our nation in the wrong direction. Racism in America would by and large be dead today if it were not for certain people and institutions keeping it on life support.
Yes.
And sadly,
that is so true.
Sadly,
wow.
Very sadly, one of those institutions is the American education system. I can think of nothing more damaging to a society than to tell a baby born today that she has grievances against another baby born today simply because of what their ancestors may have done 2 centuries ago. There is simply no point in doing that to our children. And putting critical race theory into our classrooms in part does that. Putting critical race theory into our classrooms is not combating racism, it's fanning the flames of what little embers are left. I encourage you to support this resolution. Let racism die the death it deserves, and let's keep living the life of the country.
Good.
Thank you.
How do you argue with that?
They listened to him, and they
voted in his favor, right?
Yep,
they got rid of it.
CRT is out in Colorado Springs.
Nice.
Let's hope that's true. Let's hope it really is out.
I know.
But wow, that was brilliantly spoken.
But as Jeffy said off air earlier, well, now it's just out of the curriculum. Now you just got the crazy teachers like the one in Utah that just do it themselves.
True. True.
Pat Gray.
It's Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
888-900-3393. Also, at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where Who's Your Volunteer tweets. Actually, it's all been crossed out.
Well, that's because I put it on.
Circle back on that
I
one.
put it on the
Circle
second
back.
page because I thought it would lead in nicely to the news of the day.
Okay, yeah, here it is.
Well,
Then
now it's the first page.
now it's the first page. Does anyone else find it interesting that as soon as everyone focuses on the Afghan evacuation failure, there's an act of domestic terrorism to defer our attention? Just me? Okay.
No, it's not just you.
No, it isn't.
No, but I don't
That's
know
right.
that it deferred it enough. It didn't work. I mean, it would have had to have actually, something would have actually had to happen, right?
Yeah. Or the guy was
Too perfect, man.
so ridiculous.
Yes.
Over the top, man. I'm sorry.
Do we have
Did the check cash yet
corner.
for this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be this cynical,
I know.
but they've made me this way.
Yep.
Because there's just too many things that lead you down this path
That's for
that
sure.
you can't trust these people. So the man with the Tannerite bomb
Right.
at the Capitol surrendered after a 5-hour standoff. Okay, he's, of course, a Trump supporter. All right. And we know how dangerous
Yes, every Trump
supporters are. They are the most frightening, worst threat we face on this planet. So Ray Roseberry had a full 30-minute rant, apparently, against
Yeah, he
Biden.
live streamed it, right, Jeffy?
Live streamed it.
Which,
Wow, really?
yeah, and at the
right.
time I didn't see, it was all taken down, so
Jeez.
I didn't actually get an opportunity to go through the entire live stream because I'm sure it was riveting.
Part of what he said was they need to get Joe Biden on here because this baby, it's awful. I'm not hurting nobody, Joe.
Man,
I'm not
sorry I
pulling the
missed
trigger
this.
on this thing. I can't. There's no way for me to blow this up. Only you can by shooting a bullet through my window. You're the only one who can do it, Joe. I love this land. We've got a few problems here, Joe. You shoot me, 2.5 blocks is going with me. No, by the way, there were bomb materials.
Yeah, there wasn't even...
There was no bomb.
Right.
There was no bomb here. We've got a few options here, Joe. You
options.
shoot me 2.5 blocks, going with me. And you're talking about a revolution. The revolution's on. It's here. It's
Man,
today.
Am I sorry I missed this live stream?
Yeah.
Right? It's riveting. I told my wife I'd be home by Sunday, and I'm looking for all my other patriots to come out and help me because I got it standing. What? Because you got it standing?
Yeah.
I got the foundation built, people. I'm here. They know I'm here.
Okay.
And I've done told them to clear the blocks.
You know,
yeah, because all these people speak like that. And I done told them I got the blocks. That's what I done said to them.
And where was he parked? Where was the truck parked
The
at?
Library of Congress.
Yeah, I mean,
Library
when
of
you want to start a
Congress.
revolution,
you
man,
could take out
That's
the
where
books.
you go.
you
That's
go
where
right
you
to the
go.
Library of Congress.
You bet.
This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. This guy, I'm not buying it at all. At all.
They cut off health care. I can't get the damn shots for my back no more.
I don't know that that's actually what he sounded like.
But yeah, well, of course, that's how he writes. That must be how he talks.
Come on.
I can't get the damn shots for my back no more. But yeah, they'll give them to the superstar athletes. They'll give it to them.
I mean, he's got a
Yeah.
point.
Dave and Hanson.
Wait, are you there now?
He's got a point.
Who are Dave and Hanson?
Are you part of the...
I don't.
Jeffy's
don't
a
know.
patriot who's about to
I
join
don't
him,
know.
apparently.
Okay.
I mean, when you start talking about medicines not being able to...
Yeah, to do your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave and Hanson, I'm up here at Washington, D.C. There's a Capitol over there,
happening?
over yonder.
Oh, okay.
that
Why
what
isn't
he
he
said,
over
over
there?
yonder?
How far away is the... Hold on. Library of Congress.
There's another Capitol over here. What?
What?
Wait, there's a Capitol over there.
Oh, that's probably the one where
There's another Capitol over here.
Trump is
Okay.
governing from. Remember, he's been
What?
installed already. We said.
And I got the police coming, and I'm trying to get to Joe Biden on the phone. You're trying to get the president of the
Wait a
United
minute.
States on
He's
the phone.
3
right now.
miles from the White House. Bro, everybody knows it's 1,600 pins. Did you not put that into your GPS? I'm at the Library of Congress. Shoot.
I'm parked up here on the sidewalk right beside this pretty stuff. They don't realize I can't set this thing off. They don't realize that.
You can't?
I can't.
I can't set this thing off.
When that bullet hits these here windows, that's probably how he says it when he's talking. These here windows, it's going off, and it ain't my fault.
Talking about the bullet from Joe.
Yeah.
Do we have the dueling banjos available anywhere in this building?
They've got the roads blocked. They know I'm here. I see the snipers over yonder on the building.
Oh, over yonder again. Here we go. Wow, this guy.
They better listen before they shoot. They better listen before they shoot.
Listen before you shoot.
God knows there's a change shortage for a reason.
We're getting to the change shortage.
And here comes the reason. You ready for the reason?
Yes, I love this. What?
I got it all. So he's
man.
He's got all the change.
Oh, now I'm pissed at him.
This guy has all
the
our
change.
I was wondering why there's a shortage. Now we know, he has it all.
This Roseberry Dingleberry, whatever his name is, he's got all our change.
Floyd Ray Roseberry has your change, has your money.
I got loads of it, Biden. And it don't take but a half a roll of nickels to eat through a 50 caliber bullet. What?
Wait, what?
Wait. What are you?
Hold on.
Can we rewind that for just a second? Don't take what?
Wait,
okay.
hold on.
Let me read it in a real way.
Oh, hold on.
All right.
Get a marker out because
you did
you're
read it in a real way. I don't know why you're.
When you stop reading this, you're gonna need to pick it up later. We're gonna need to get all of this before the show's over.
God knows there's a change shortage for a reason. I got it all.
You got it all.
I got loads of it. Loads of it, Biden. And it don't take but a half a roll of nickels to eat through a 50 caliber bullet. What are you talking about?
I don't get this at all.
That don't make a lick of sense.
No. But
don't make a lick of sense.
It don't make a lick of sense.
Kudos to the Library of Congress for getting into the news yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Ray,
what the hell are you talking about, boy? You got some screws loose up in that noggin.
That boy ain't never had a lick
And
of
so
sense.
while he was live streaming, talking about change and bullets eaten through, the Patriots rallied around, and then all of a sudden he had an army right there with him. Right?
Nobody came. No.
Really?
No one came. No. Mm-mm.
What about?
Although he said he had people positioned all over D.C., like 5, I think. I think there were 5 people.
Wait, were they at the Smithsonian? Were they down at the Jefferson Memorial? Like, were they so far away from the?
One was at the Sirius XM studios, and
the other was down at the Starbucks across from AOC's place.
Oh yeah. Do we know where AOC was during this? Was she scarred by this encounter?
She might be.
Oh, she thought she was going to be raped, but she wasn't. But I'm telling them snipers come in, they start shooting this window out, this bomb's going off. Because it was built by y'all's people, by the people y'all had in the military. Y'all were the ones who trained the man to build it. He blowed his legs off building them. He blowed his legs off building them. Okay, come on. This guy is not for real.
And I mean,
this is not real.
Do we know if the check is cleared for this guy?
I don't know yet.
Whoever backed him.
Will it be worth the time he spends in prison to get the check? I wonder. I mean, this is so ridiculous. And he goes on continually talking to Joe Biden. He's here for a reason. But I'm here for a reason, Joe Biden. I'm here for a reason. I'm here for the American people.
Okay, all right.
If you want to take me out, take me out. And when the Patriots come, your ass is in trouble.
This is a recreation of Floyd Roseberry from Washington, D.C.
Not the actual live stream.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of angry at him right now. There's no way I could support this guy. Dude's got all of our money. He's got the change, you know.
I was with him right up until he said he had all our change.
Yeah, now I'm pissed.
Now I'm pissed.
So I'm sure that the FBI will raid his house and get that money supply flowing again, and we'll stop with the change shortage.
Well, the FBI is too busy setting people up.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, the FBI is really busy right now setting up a bunch of failed operations that they can nab people on, like they did in Michigan. This is This is amazing what they've done, what they did.
For the governor.
What they done in Michigan.
What they did.
What these feds done over here, up there in Michigan. And them Yankees.
Great Lakes State.
With that Whitler chick. Which rhymes with Hitler. And that's why we call her that.
Oh, I get it.
We're going to kidnap her. The attorney for a man accused of being involved in a plot to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer alleged that an FBI agent instructed an informant to lie and delete text messages that would reveal the agency was unlawfully furthering the conspiracy. What's beautiful about it is that they're the ones who came up with the plan.
Yep.
They gave it to these guys. Then they got everything they needed to carry off the plan, gave it to these guys. Then they showed these guys how to do it, and then they arrested these guys for doing it.
It's mad. It's
which they didn't.
Madness.
So I don't know how this stands up. I really don't know.
Go into this chat room, say this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the first time they've done this.
They've been doing that forever.
And then we're supposed to believe this is completely, this guy yesterday in Washington, D.C., he was going to blow up 2.5 city blocks. We're supposed to believe this is true.
Is there any government agency that you believe tells the truth anymore at all? I mean, look at this. I mean, in addition to the Whitmer stuff, you've got this, I was reading over the weekend, this Liberty City 7 from years ago that I wasn't familiar with.
Also set up by the FBI?
Yes.
Years ago. What's years ago with the
I think it was 2006.
Okay.
Was it? Or
yeah, it was.
Because I mean, they've been doing
been a
that. You
while.
think about Whitey Bulger in Boston, all his. I mean, that's even older than that. You know,
I mean,
it was in
and
the
then you just-
80s and late 70s. I mean, just incredible.
Then your mind goes wild, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, we don't have any answers on Las Vegas.
Oh,
You know,
man.
what else has been going on?
What happened in Las Vegas?
Something.
Okay.
Some guy did something.
Okay.
So if you're not familiar with it, the story of the Liberty City 7 pieced together in the documentary. There's a documentary on this through interviews as well as hours of surveillance footage and audio recordings by the informants. It's tragic and farcical and hard to fathom that it was a real FBI operation. Not even the FBI agents working with the informants to set up the sting believed that the threat was real. Yet the Justice Department cited Batista's overt acts to bring terrorism-related charges to him.
Yeah, this guy, yeah.
Okay, so I guess in the documentary, we find out that Mike German, a former FBI special agent who did undercover work for terrorism investigations before 9/11, says that had he told his superiors that he wanted to initiate an operation targeting individuals who did not belong to a terrorist group, did not have any weapons, and did not have a plot, and that the FBI itself would provide all those things in the course of the operation, they would have sent me in for counseling. But apparently that's what happened.
I don't know that that's true, but okay.
The operation became a cautionary tale within the Bureau, which used it as a case study to train informants on how not to cross a line, which they continue to obviously do, and to master the art of manipulation while steering clear of the legal threshold for entrapment. Rather than abandoning stings as pointless and harmful, however, the FBI doubled down on them, in some cases even providing weapons to the individuals they set up.
Huh.
So what happens in the end with this Liberty 7
so,
group?
when
Did
I
they go to jail?
When I originally posted this over the weekend, I'm looking back at the tweet, and I'll correct this. I forgot to link to the story that The Intercept did on this reporter Alice Sperry. But this is just one of so many times the FBI, it's like they do one of two things. They either know so much about a plot or a crime that's about to happen, and then it doesn't get solved and something bad actually happens, right? Mm-hmm. Or they guide, like you did with the Michigan story or with this. They're creating the crimes themselves. It is madness. The American people got to wake up.
So this was in 2000. How long was he in prison for?
Let me check here.
Are they out now?
No, I don't think so.
So they were set up like the Michigan guys with the kidnapping of Gretchen
Absolutely, they were.
And found guilty.
Yeah.
Whitmer. And found guilty. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here.
Despicable.
So we've got...
but we're supposed to trust them and have faith in them.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of these guys were given, they do it in months here as far as their sentences, but then they have supervised release. So I think they've all actually been released at this point, but now they're just under supervision because a judge stepped in 2009. And let's see, the judge sentenced them in 2009. Anyway, so I think that they have all... I'm just trying to do the math here. 162 months. How long is that, guys? 12 months for a year.
years. I mean,
10
they'd be
years.
done now.
Yeah. So there you go. Whatever that is. 10, 15.
So they were set up. They were entrapped.
Yeah, I think this
by
guy
the
is.
FBI.
I think the quote ringleader guy, who it talks about, was just like went along with it. I think he's still behind bars. I don't know.
Well, they're clearly not as dangerous as the guy yesterday in D.C.
Thank you. Clearly.
This guy was frightening. Let's see, to continue some of his words.
Do you want to do that, though? Because, I mean, I was on his side till he took all the change, till he admitted to having all the change.
4 more, and I ain't got hands on none of them. They sitting in cars all over this. So this is what he's saying. He's saying there's 4 more besides me, and they're about to blow up, too.
Oh, so he was just at the Library of Congress. There were other vehicles out there.
Well, Joe Biden, the South has come.
No. Okay. No.
Okay. The South.
See, this is such a.
The South is rising again.
The week that dude has got this horrible situation in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
He's got these horrible.
He's got this
COVID
huge diatribe from the Southerner.
Right.
So he's from one of the Carolinas?
North Carolina.
Is that right? Yeah, okay.
South's come.
Roads are blocked, and I'm waiting on your phone call, Joe. It's your call.
I am
awesome.
I am done believing this kind of stuff is real.
You can shoot me or kill me right here and blow up 2.5 city blocks and let all the patriots come in the country. They're gonna know. Okay, it's awesome. That is so awesome.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Let me start out by telling you about Built Bar. If you want a good snack throughout the day, something that's not going to mess up your diet.
I do, Pat.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Then I got just the thing for you, Jeffy. Built Bars.
My gosh.
They're delicious, and they're good for you.
I'm not going to have to type in Built Bar.
No, they would never put you through that. Well, now they wouldn't. They used to put you through that, but too many people's little pinkies were getting sprained or broken on the A when they typed it out. So now you just do built.com.
Nice.
Built.com. Nice. Yeah, and use the promo code PAT15. And they are delicious. They got so many great flavors. I really love the salted caramel and the strawberry. Those are my 2 favorite flavors. But they also have coconut and mint brownie and cookies and cream and more than that. The Rocky Road, people love.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like the Rocky Road.
People love the Rocky Road. And if you can't pick a flavor right off the bat, just get a mixed box where you can get 2 of each and try them all. They have up to 18 grams of protein. They're 180 calories or less. 4 to 5 grams of sugar, 4 to 5 net carbs. So they're good for you, and you don't have to feel guilty after you've eaten one. They're fantastic, and it's a great company that you can feel good about supporting. Built.com. Use the promo code PAT15. Save 15% off your first order. Promo code PAT15 for 15% off at Built.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Of course, we got to forget about Afghanistan now because the debacle in Washington, D.C. yesterday was so terrifying. So
Egregious.
very, very terrifying. And again, it's these white supremacists from the South that are rearing their ugly heads.
Thank you.
And trying to blow things up.
Now, the live stream that this Rosemary posted was taken down, but we have a recreation.
Yeah, because he spoke for a long time. And I don't know what his voice sounds like. It has to sound like a Southerner, though, because he says the South is rising. He's from the South.
Yes.
And so
he
you
would
know he talks like a hick.
Right, sure.
It's the only way they talk.
That's the way they talk, those people. These Trump supporters.
Right.
And he
revolutionaries.
Yeah. And he says the revolution is coming.
I know.
And he said if you shoot him, all them patriots are going to show up. You're going to be sorry because you got yourself a revolution. Here's some of what we've already told you some of what he said. Here's some more. I want to go home and see my wife. That's what he said. He said, we're living in a free country, Joe. He's talking to Joe Biden right there.
Oh, okay.
We're living in a free country, Joe. The choice is yours. If you shoot me and take the chance of blowing up 2.5 city blocks, because I guess the bullet when it goes through him is also going to somehow...
No, magic bullet time?
Yeah.
The
magic bullet.
Explode.
Meanwhile, patriots across the country are hearing about this and like, who?
I know.
We're going to do what?
And by the way, there was no bomb on board. He had bomb-making material.
Well, yeah, I mean, the threat's still there. No, don't be funny.
I honestly believe what he had was tannerite, which, a lot of people who like to shoot have tannerite because they like to blow it up because it's fun. But out in the country where nobody can get hurt. But this guy, he didn't want to hurt nobody. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But here's what he said.
He didn't?
Maybe
that's why he was at the Library of Congress.
A lot of plans, except for the GPS.
He did say this. If you want to shoot me and take the chance of blowing up 2.5 city blocks, because that toolbox is full. Ammonium nitrate, it's full. I don't want to die, Joe. I want to go home, just like the people in Afghanistan want to go home. I'm glad he brought that up. Because we're not trying to deflect attention from Afghanistan, so we're going to talk about it here. Them people's lives are on your hands, Joe. Mm-hmm. All them dead peoples are on your hands.
He got one right there.
Afghanistan, I'm standing for you, strong, too. Them MFers should have bombed our asses and made sure you was all right before we left.
Amen.
So if they blow me up, Afghanistan, I hope somebody takes revenge on that because I'm a patriot. I love this land, and I'll die for this land. Okay?
It sounds more and more real the deeper you get into
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? This sounds like so many people I know.
Right.
I talk almost everybody I talk to on a daily basis.
Exclusively.
Including the guy who took my blood the other day and said, so how's your week going so far?
How was it going at that time?
He talked just like this.
Yeah.
Because I said, well, first of all,
a lot of pain.
I'm in a lot of pain, but secondly, I hate the government. And
right.
What I want to do is see it stop. And then he started talking about it.
Me too, he said.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
What we ought to do is blow things up.
Wait a minute.
Suddenly his voice went in that direction. Right. It was like really weird.
Are you working for the FBI and you're trying to recruit people now under some weird plot? It sounds like it.
No, this is just how all the people I know think and speak.
Because the South is rising again.
Okay.
Right, okay.
I don't want to see any of those videos because it's time. Because mother effer, the revolution's on. And
Come on. Stop. Not a real person.
I know. I know.
It's on.
And I don't stand here alone, Joe. If you take me out, you won't know where the other 4 are until they go off.
Again,
it's going to be a chain reaction.
The Smithsonian, right?
Yeah, the Starbucks.
The Starbucks, the Sirius XM, lounge,
studios.
break room,
Yeah.
the break room there.
Yeah.
And then
and somewhere else. We don't
the
know.
Library of Congress, that's all 4.
No, he's the 4th one. Then there's a 5th one.
Oh.
Don't break my windows. Send somebody out here to talk to me. Because, so I guess if you break the windows, the bomb he doesn't have explodes.
Yes.
What does that mean?
And blows up 2 city blocks.
He's got it completely wired to the truck window.
Strange. Well, come here and talk to me because I don't even carry a gun. I didn't even carry a gun. I ain't carrying nothing. Well, I thought you were carrying explosives, but he's not carrying nothing. So that must mean he is carrying something.
I mean,
he's tricking us here with the double negative that makes it a positive.
This guy's
he's cagey, man.
He's a cranial
he's
thinker.
A cagey rebel.
That's how he got all the change.
All I'd done was I'm not making that up. All I done was carry my change. He's got all the change. He already told us that.
Got all the change.
And brought what the American people gave me.
Oh.
They said, Ray, we're tired. We're tired.
That's what they said?
That's what they said.
And
where are they?
And I told them I was tired too. Joe, I love you, man.
What is?
Oh, he loves Joe.
Was he drinking?
Now he loves
Oh,
Joe.
he loves him. I want to be clear, just so the audience understands. This is just a recreation.
Right.
It's
This is not the
This is
actual
not. We're not playing.
I'm
the
glad
live
you said
stream.
that.
live stream because I don't want you to be.
Yeah,
you'd be
no.
confused otherwise.
Thank you.
Be like, that sounds too much like him. I think that's the live stream. No.
No.
Joe, I love you, man. I love Nancy. I love all y'all.
No,
He's a loving guy. I love the man who's getting ready to put a bullet in my head.
Guy was drunk. Guy has to be drunk.
The only thing I say to that, Joe Biden, is that you better hope he's a Democrat and not a Republican because this revolution ain't going to stop. It's on. It's on. You better get your NATO out from November Gene. What?
Wait.
What? And bring them on down here because you're going to need them.
Gonna need them.
You're going to need them.
Need 'em.
He's got two E's there in M. You're going to need them, Joe, because this revolution's on. Brother, there ain't no more talking about it, except I'm going to keep talking about it, of course, because I like to hear my own voice. Here we go again. I don't want to die. I want to go home. I want to watch my grandbaby live, but she's going to live in peace if I don't get to see it.
Wait.
This blood's on your hands, Joe Biden. We can make a deal. We can make a deal because I can't make this bomb go off.
What is?
I have no way whatsoever to make this bomb go off. But y'all mother effers out there are getting ready to set the decibels up.
What?
Again,
Bro.
the more you read, the
more
real
real
it sounds.
Yeah. You bet. You bet. Stack them up all around me. That's fine, Joe. But I'm telling you, brother, when they pull that trigger, this truck's gone. Your military expertise built this. Your military expertise, Joe. All by decibels. What?
He has some interesting word choice.
Okay. I mean, this is the dumbest thing
Unbelievable.
I've ever
Does anybody
heard.
believe in this stuff anymore?
And I mean that helps with their narrative of locking down DC though.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
So let's use brain cells before we post things on the internet.
Thanks. So you got that. Either the guy is completely unreal, just a paid dupe from the Democrats to distract us from Afghanistan.
Or he's crazy.
Or he's absolutely out of his mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's possible. I
Absolutely.
mean, he might be just completely stark raving nuts. But he didn't make a bomb. And we're still supposed to, believe that this is part of the narrative that these white people, especially these Trump-loving Southerners, are the most dangerous element that this country faces.
Yes.
And that all fits. That all
sure does.
Jeez.
It sure does.
Asinine. It's just asinine. Steve in Wisconsin. Hi, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, nice to talk to you. So I did an experiment last night with my 9-year-old grandson, and I drew a circle on a chalkboard and gave him the scenario of Afghanistan. You know, the American citizens, the weapons around, and the bad guys all on the perimeter waiting. And I said, well, what would you do? What would happen if you took the 2,500 soldiers away? And he said, the bad guys would take over the land. And I said, well, what will you do? What will the bad guys do with all the tanks and stuff? He said, drive over the people. I said, so instead of taking the soldiers out right away, what should you do? He said, get all the people out. What about all the equipment? Everyone should get in it and drive it out, or they should put it on those big flat trucks. He's 9. I did not influence anything.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Steve.
I mean, obviously, the
A 9-year-old can
isn't
figure
being
it out.
advised by the State Department or the
Right, yeah.
or the military.
He didn't have a whole bunch of conflicting voices in his
Thank
head.
you.
That's the deal.
Thank
So Pat, I've done some research here, and I want to show how accurate Pat's portrayal of this Ray Roseberry actually is. I found some video that wasn't scrubbed yet. Here we go. Listen to this. Here, this is the actual guy from Washington D.C. yesterday.
I'm gonna tell you, all y'all out there saying there's a revolution. Well, I'm building the foundation. As he drove to
There it is.
So
see?
he does sound
Again, like
that.
I said,
He sounds
it was
like that. Yes, sir.
what we were doing was a recreation. All right, it wasn't real.
About that. That's amazing. Oh, man. Jeez. So, they found a stereotypical guy, put him in the truck, had him yap for how long did he talk?
One could say that.
Half an hour
could say
before
that.
they pulled the plug.
Yeah, thought it was, at least half an hour.
Building the foundation.
Foundation. Yeah, okay. Look, I'm a good American patriot, Joe. Joe, you just don't know. It's also a good American poet. Joe, you just don't know.
Yeah.
See, that rhymes.
Where was Jesse Jackson yesterday?
I'm going to tell you what, though. If you crack these windows, here we go again with the windows.
I mean,
he's got a thing with the windows.
It's like he's saying, please, shoot the windows.
I know, he wants him to. If you crack these windows, it ain't on me. The blood's on your hands because I can't set this bomb off, Joe. Only you can. Only your word. Only your word. Your word to fire will set this bomb off. And when this bomb goes off, there's going to be 4 more right behind it. And then the Patriots are going to come out because you don't know where them 4 are sitting.
No, you don't.
So there you go.
I mean, they're still sitting there as far as we know, right? I mean, that we don't.
As far as, the bomb didn't go off, so they
Right.
might be just sitting there waiting. I don't know. The bomb didn't go off. He didn't get shot, but he is in custody, and we're talking about this instead of Afghanistan. Although we can talk about both.
Really?
Let's not forget. We can do both. 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Let me tell you about the best place you can get your meat. And this is such quality stuff. You're going to absolutely love steaks, bacon. What did you just have? The salmon?
Salmon is so
salmon's
good
delicious.
from Moink. Oh, my gosh. We had that last night. It's so good.
Moinkbox.com. Order it right now. It's so delicious. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, direct to your door.
Yeah, and you get to customize the box when you order it. Like if you want to mix and match. Maybe if you want all salmon,
right?
You can do that. It's so cool, so customizable.
So sign up at moinkbox.com, MOINK box.com/unleashed, and get a year of bacon for free. And then pick what meats you want delivered with your first box. You can change what you get each month, and you can cancel at any time. This is so fantastic. Such a great way to go. Moink was founded by an 8th-generation farmer who was featured on Shark Tank. And one of the hosts, Kevin O'Leary, said it was the best bacon he's ever tasted. Join the Moink movement today. Go to moinkbox.com/unleashed right now. And listeners to the show get free bacon for a year. That's 1 year of the best bacon you'll ever taste. But for a limited time, spelled MOINK box.com, moinkbox.com/unleashed. That's moinkbox.com/unleashed. Some tweets here. Mandalorian Patriot tweets. Just 'cause Roy had all the dang change, hell, that don't make no never mind.
That's awesome.
We were busy doing some recreation during the time away, and it even was. I mean, it gets better.
Yeah, it
from
does.
Roy. It gets better.
Yes, it does. First, though, Novocaine for the Soul tweets, I don't know about y'all, but that seemed paid for. Never heard such a stereotypical Southern hick rant in my life. And from Chitty Chitty Fang Fang, sounds like the bomber dude had a side hustle involving a little coin business.
Thank you. I mean, he covered all the bases.
Yeah,
he went down. He checked all the boxes.
He's from the South, talks like a hick, loves that Trump, hates them Democrats.
Revolution.
Mm-hmm. What are we missing here? He's covered every base.
He's coming up in the upcoming recreation. He covers a few more bases.
But the American people's watching, and they coming. 4 more's already here. Here we go again. The other 4.
Right, those guys.
If I was you, man, I'd go ahead and lower all these flags at half staff because they don't deserve to be standing this high. They don't even deserve to be standing with them Democrats up there doing what they're doing.
What?
Y'all know what you're doing, Democrats. You're killing America. You're killing America.
That's the truth.
You're making people want to leave America. This is supposed to be a place people want to come. Let them come. Black, white, lesbian, gay, LGBT, it don't matter. We're Americans.
More boxes checked.
That's nice, more boxes checked. He's a loving hick, though. That's great. He's an accepting and inclusive. Let him in. I'll clear him out a seat beside all this money. Beside all them and all that. Look behind me, Joe. I'm surrounded by nickel, copper, and some of that zinc-ass stuff y'all call pennies.
Oh, yes! Yes! He's a penny truther.
You're robbing people on that, too.
That's true.
Been a real...
Yeah, it's true.
That's been an issue for me for a long time. The pennies.
It's
the
true.
penny situation.
But it's
where
true.
we're being robbed of pennies.
You don't talk about it enough.
I don't talk about it enough. I need to talk about the penny situation more. Joe Biden, your pennies rot. And every time a penny rots, y'all making money. Well, I got your coins. I got them all over the place.
Why isn't he at the Treasury Department? I mean, guy is obsessed with coinage, man.
I love America, Joe. And I know your snipers are good. They could take me out any way they want to. I was going to throw me up some blinds around, but hell, we hunt in the South, too.
Okay, I got it.
We know what heat radars are.
Okay, I got it.
We know how to kill a dog hound at night. We know how to tell the dog heat. What? Come on, Joe.
Dog heat.
That's with the infrared. He's
That's
talking
it.
about
Okay.
if he puts blinds up. You're
All
still,
right.
you know how they do it, Pat.
Of course.
That's a good
Of course
band
I do.
name right there. Dog heat.
Yeah. Maybe he means damn heat. We know how to tell the damn heat. Can it be that?
Don't give this guy any
Okay.
credit.
I just want to talk to somebody, Joe. Send somebody here to talk to me. I can't set this bomb off. Joe,
lonely.
you're the only one.
Dear God, if he talks about the windows again.
He's going to.
No, not the
No, he's
windows. Enough
going
with
to.
the windows and the coins, Ray.
Yeah, well, I skipped one paragraph.
Did you?
Where he actually did talk about the windows. This is our land, Joe.
Okay.
You can't sit up here and tell us what to do. This is your option now. You got the option, Joe. Shoot me, crack these windows, and blow up 2 city blocks. Or send somebody down here to talk to me because I ain't gonna hurt him.
Ray's lonely.
He's lonely. He desperately wants somebody to talk to. And he won't take money either. Either home it's gonna be, but Joe, it's up to you. This is your option. How many times, man?
I don't know. And he covers all the bases, about actually doing damage and then not doing damage.
Yes.
Getting killed and not getting killed.
I'm not moving from this spot. I'm not putting nobody in harm. I pulled up here and throwed out about $3,000.
Oh, yeah, there was cash on the ground there.
Oh, was there really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't coins.
You wouldn't believe what a man done. he raked up a big old handful and handed it to another man that needed it.
Aw.
Your money ain't no good, Joe. You got dirty money. It's up to you, Joe Biden. I'm ready.
So he
All
so to recap, he tosses paper money out the window, but yet
Right.
he's obsessed about
with the coins,
having all the
with the nickels.
Bro.
He's got a lot of pennies.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, this is the everyday American. I mean,
Right.
I know a million people
Right.
just like Ray. Of course, we know so many people.
Stop it right now.
Like us.
You just stop it. This
Know
makes
everybody.
sense.
Everybody I know talk like that.
This makes me sick. This
Yeah.
makes me, it turns my stomach. I had to come in. I had to come in. As the founder of this company, I could not let it stand. First of all, you don't know what dog heat is?
I don't.
Oh yeah.
I
Heat.
don't.
We all know when
Dog
eats. When dogs are in heat, they spot the floor. You got to put diapers on them.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
And that's
I
something
do-
to
I
be
do know
pissed
what that
off
is.
about.
Right.
They don't
That's
make
right.
dog diapers. You got to take people diapers and put them on the dog when
That's
you
right.
have dog heat.
Well, I've had all my pets spayed and neutered, so I don't need
I
none
did
of
it
that.
myself.
Oh no.
Funny because it looked just like Joe Biden.
Joe Biden
Joe.
he's the only one can set off all these bombs out here. If he do that, you do that, all them patriots are
So-
coming.
All day yesterday, my mind was in Afghanistan. Did he have bombs in the car?
No. He had
no
supposedly had material in the car. I
Leather?
would guess that it was tannerite.
Yes.
Because he says, man with tannerite bomb at Capitol surrenders after 5 hours.
tannerite
standoff.
bomb.
Tannerite. Okay, that's not going to blow up 2.5 city blocks.
It
Right?
might blow him up in the car.
Yeah.
But he
Yes, it might.
continues to say also don't shoot the windows out because then the explosion is going to happen.
Yeah.
So
he had everything wired,
right to the windows.
except not, because there was no
if you
bomb on
would've-
board.
If you would have shot through the windows, it would have set the tannerite off. You don't need to wire it. That's set off with a bullet.
Right. Yes, but it has to hit the tannerite.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if
I'm
you
just
shoot
thinking,
him,
I'm seeing
he's
him
not
now
tannerite.
in-
I don't think he's made of tannerite.
I'm thinking now that he was in like an AMC Pacer full of tannerite.
No,
he's
yeah,
just
no.
in there. It's kind of like those little teeny, styrofoam bubbles.
Okay.
You know, those
Yeah.
styrofoam
All
little
right.
teeny pebbles.
Yeah. Either that or he's in a truck like a good Southerner
Thank
should
you.
be.
Well, he gotta have.
you gotta be a Ford F-150.
And he had a Confederate flag, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
say he did.
That would have been too obvious.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too obvious because everything else is so subtle here. Everything is so subtle for 30
He
minutes.
probably listened to some of them wild 72-year-old grandmas.
Oh yeah.
You know,
right.
that 71-year-old grandmother oh, man.
They arrested her. We made our streets safe again for democracy. Getting her off the
So
street.
was she actually in D.C.?
Yeah,
or
she
the
was.
surrounding
She
area?
was in
She
D.C.
was in D.C.
I don't know that she
was
went
there.
in the Capitol. Did she go in the
I
Capitol?
don't know.
Because they're arresting people who were even out on the lawn.
Right.
On the lawn. You know what?
I didn't know that was even illegal, frankly. I didn't. Did you know that?
Was there
standing on the lawn
Was there
at the
keep
Capitol
off the
building?
grass sign?
Not.
Keep
Maybe.
off the grass. Yeah.
It's not illegal.
Right.
But they had barriers. Now, seriously, they had barriers set up, right? So that if these people were being arrested because they were on the other side of the barriers,
Man,
right?
you got to stop them people.
I know. I'm just saying that's their excuse.
I mean,
that's what they're saying.
that's a ticket. That's
Yeah,
a misdemeanor.
But were they parading?
Not on 1/6.
Were they parading?
Oh, well,
Were
if
they
they were parading.
parading?
That's a whole different story. Damn right I'm parading. Yeah, I got my Star Spangled pants on right now. I got them at Walmart.
Oh,
now
no,
I'm
hold on a second.
parading.
Let's stop for a second. You arrest anyone that's wearing Star-Spangled pants just on
I
principle
That's true.
alone.
I
mean,
would just on fashion
Thank
sense.
you.
That's a fashion
crazy.
crime.
Yeah.
It's a crime. So tell us about the $10 million raised for the
Wow.
Nazarene
10 million?
Fund.
Got to
It's
be more than that.
beyond that now,
Yeah, I was
obviously.
way beyond.
It is $19,800,000.
Gosh, that's
The
unbelievable.
greatest audience in the
That is
history.
The greatest audience
radio.
ever. Greatest audience ever.
$19.8 million
in 2 days.
NazareneFund.org.
We are 46 hours away from when I started.
That's crazy. Wow.
So you said that you want
How many
to get
people is
20
that Friday?
million.
How many?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you
by
haven't
Friday.
quite made it yet.
How many people can we save with that?
What?
Any idea how many can be saved with that amount of money?
That was the figure for 5,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That was the figure for 5,000. I never thought we would hit it. But that's what I was told will take 5,000. However, due to our wonderful administration, the airport's been closed for 48 hours now. We can't fly anybody in. We had a plane in the air yesterday, and they made us turn it around.
Oh, wow.
We had a plane ready to land, okay?
Wow.
Lots of fuel burning up on that 737.
Yeah.
Ready to land. Turn it around. Airport's closed.
Will they not let anybody in or out?
No, only the military now. Only the military. Did you hear about
all the civilians are just screwed?
No, military aircrafts. However, they're flying 60% capacity. They're not.
I saw that.
Because we're not going out and getting them. The French are going out and saving their people.
Gosh.
The freaking French. And did you hear about the commander of the
oh my gosh.
What is it? The 81st Airborne, right? What is the famous
82nd Airborne?
82nd Airborne. Okay.
You're close.
81,
I like
82.
81.
I thought you had a quote, and I was waiting for it here.
So the 82nd Airborne, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember which one it was, but the 82nd Airborne, the commander got into a fight with the British today, or last night, because the British are going in and out. They're getting their people.
They're paratrooping, the
Correct.
British are. We're staying at one
Okay.
side of the airport.
Yeah, they're going out. The French and the British are going out and getting their own people. We're not. The commander of the 82nd Airborne said, and I quote, "You are putting our deal in jeopardy."
What deal?
The deal that Joe Biden made with the Taliban.
Oh, wow.
By going in and out. Oh,
my God.
From what I hear because we have people on the ground, from what I hear from the people, from the actual soldiers in the 82nd Airborne, they are livid.
Of course they are.
They can't take it.
If they're being told to stand down,
Oh my
they
gosh.
absolutely would.
Oh my gosh. Do you know why they closed the airport yesterday? Because our Marines shot some Taliban people that were shooting women and children.
Yeah, we have video of that, actually. Yeah.
But they were told to stand down, so they weren't supposed to act.
They weren't
on it,
supposed to
right?
act.
Because we made a deal with the Taliban.
This is, you know what this is? This is everybody who hates America, okay? They're all running the show. They're all running the show. This is who they think we are anyway. So it's
That's
like,
for
pull
sure.
out. What difference does it make? America's a monster. And this shows, that 20 million shows, that's not who America is.
They're passing babies over the wall there.
Not knowing what's going to become of those babies.
Exactly.
Just
Just
get them out of here.
Just take them.
Just take them.
Just take them.
Anywhere is better than here, is what that tells
is
you.
Awful. This is...
Like, there's the gunfire.
It's the biggest debacle we've ever seen.
This is the only time I have ever seen in my lifetime an impeachable act
Look at this
that
chaos.
was not scandal backroom stuff.
Right.
This is
total
the act
incompetence.
of a president
Impeachable.
that needs to be impeached.
Yes.
He's going
Yes.
back. Did you hear what he said? He's going back to Delaware today?
Yeah.
Because he's had some sleepless nights.
it's been a rough week.
Oh,
He's
have
tired.
you?
He's CP night-night.
Oh my gosh. How about those people?
Yeah.
How about the 82nd Airborne?
Yeah.
You think they've been sleeping well?
That's why we need this distraction from the guy with
That's
Tanner in
right,
Washington,
we got
D.C.
it.
That's why we need him. Because this is the biggest debacle maybe in American history. I think this is by far worse than Saigon.
I talked to Neil Ferguson, the historian, yesterday, and we were talking about this, and I said, what about, Taiwan? He said, Taiwan will be gone.
They're already
by
gone.
2022.
They're already gone, really.
By next year.
By next year, China will just walk in and take it, and we'll do nothing. And that's it. That's it. That's the end of superpower status. That's the end of this son of a bitch ran as a moderate lie. Okay?
Yes.
B, competent lie. Was going to restore us and bring us together. Lie. Was going to restore our good name
our credibility
for our allies.
Oh, gosh.
Do you know
Destroyed
that
forever.
it took 40 hours for Boris Johnson to get a hold of Joe Biden?
Yeah, you ignored him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Ignored
didn't
his
call
call.
any of our allies.
You know, like he doesn't have caller ID on the phone.
but at
That's
least
Boris calling.
Yeah, at least Joe was on the phone with Texas
just
school
goes to
boards
voicemail.
praising
I'm
them
sorry.
for mask mandates being
You
implemented.
cannot have a major ally calling without someone walking into the president's. You know, it's not like, hey, I missed your call.
Yeah,
Hey, sorry, I was out at Bada Bing.
I'm sorry,
And
I thought it was one of those scammers.
Yeah.
I thought it was spam.
Yeah.
It said likely scam on the call.
Yeah. You know, someone walked in and said, Mr. President, the
Boris
Prime Minister is trying
on
desperately
again.
to get a hold of you. And
Yeah, well, he may not have been able to take the call.
Yeah, when you're undergoing a
That's very
lobotomy at Camp David, you don't really have access to a
but the
phone.
good news
I think
is
he's
if we
been
impeach him,
incapacitated.
I think so, too.
We can get Kamala.
Oh, that'll be great.
Sorry, didn't mean to be so
Well,
racist.
that's the problem. Is there's no good outcome here. There's no good outcome.
This is what happens.
when he's gone. It gets worse.
This is what happened. I don't know. Can it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we
I think
can
the answer
build
to
back
that
even
always
better.
is yes. Now. It's
Oh,
yes.
he had his Build Back Better meeting yesterday, so that's good.
Did he?
He did hit the conference call with a big TV screen, kind of like he did at Camp
Nice.
David with
Did
the
you
others.
see that picture of Camp David with him?
I mean,
How
talk about
pathetic
weakness.
Oh, my
is
gosh.
that?
How
oh my
weak
gosh.
is this?
There he is.
Look at that.
Look at
He's
I'm
a-
just to look at
surprised.
him.
I would like somebody online just to put Ren and Stimpy in that last square. Put something in there.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
real
he wouldn't
fun.
be watching that. It would be like a PBS show.
I see.
It'd be like a
It's true.
PBS Kids hour.
Oh, he'd probably like Caillou, that bald little kid
Oh,
that's
yeah,
annoying
that's
as
it.
hell.
That's what has to
That's
be there.
who's he watching.
Caillou. That's what it needs to be.
Or Arthur, because that's very politically correct.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
He speaks
Arthur.
today, right? He speaks today.
Arthur
does he
does?
take calls? Yes, Arthur speaks
No, no.
today.
Wow,
Yes.
what does he
No.
say?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Arthur is going to say. I haven't seen the script from Arthur.
Yeah, okay.
But Joe Biden's supposed to come out today and speak before he goes back to Delaware.
Okay, good.
Before
do-
nap time.
Does he take
I-
questions, or
I-
did you just
No.
speak and walk away?
He will not take questions.
I
No,
have
he can't.
I have the early rush.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to say, nummies. Nummies.
And that was our president of the United States.
My butt's been wiped.
Or
out.
maybe we'll hear that
Yeah,
again.
maybe.
It's possible. All right. Got to
I'll
tell
see
you
you in a
about, see you in a while on Glenn Beck radio show program thing that he does.
Whatever it is down the
and
hall.
does so well down the hall.
Radio extravaganza.
Rough greens. Been talking about rough greens for a while now. It's a powder that you sprinkle over your dog's food. It's a doggy supplement, and it makes their food delicious, and they like to eat then. And then they get all the great nutrients that come with rough greens, the essential vitamins and minerals, the probiotics and omega oils, and it just helps make them healthier and more active, and they're going to be more puppy-like, the way they used to be. And continually, bringing you little doggy toys to throw, and then it might get to the point where it's even annoying. But wouldn't that be great? So, rough greens, give it a try. Some dogs take some time to get used to the taste. Mine loved it immediately. So did Glenn's. So did Stu's. But sometimes it takes a little while, and so you want to find out if your dog will eat this before you jump in with both feet. They're going to send you a free bag of rough greens for your dog to try out for a few days or a week. All you pay for is the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFF greens.com, or call 833-ROUGH-DOG.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Said that like she meant it. I think she did.
With authority.
Yeah, she sounded upset.
Right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Keith got this really nice direct message from Derek. Hey, Keith, just wanted to take a moment to thank you. I know you have many followers, so you may not remember, but on March 7th, we lost my grandfather. Then a few weeks later, we lost my dad on April 6th. Jeez, that's a tough year. This year's been unimaginably hard, but you, Pat, and yes, Jeffy.
Oh, wow.
Have been the one constant that I know each day will help me forget or make me laugh. I've been listening to Glenn for almost 20 years, but you, Pat, and Jeffy are awesome. Well, thank you. That is really nice.
Very
Please
nice,
share
Pat.
this with them. Just did. I don't want to take up any more of your time, so I'll wrap this up by saying one more time, thank you guys for helping to pull me out of some very dark times. God bless. If you've been on this planet for the last 18 months,
this is my note here. Yeah,
been a pretty dark one.
Yeah,
it has, and we. This is why we, our theme here is we make the apocalypse fun because we really do try to, give you the information, but also, make it palatable so that you can come back every day and maybe have some fun and some joy in life because we can't just continually bombard you.
Yeah, and that's a good
with
story.
the garbage.
Right
and
there
you don't
from
see
that.
how hard work it is trying to make the apocalypse fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because times are getting tough.
How about the Polish javelin thrower, right? I mean, she sold her medal to help out that. No, it's right there. It's in your hand, that top line there.
Polish silver medalist in the javelin throw, Maria Andrzejczyk, who is also a devout Catholic, sold her Olympic medal at an auction to find money or to fund for the heart surgery of a Polish boy. Polish store chain Zabka won the auction, but they returned the medal back to her. How cool is that?
Isn't that sweet?
See, that's a good story right there. You need that in your life.
Cool.
So
we got that. And then, speaking of funds, as we just talked to Glenn about, the Nazarene Fund up to $19.8 million. If you'd like to help out there, that'll help 5,000 people. There's more, of course, to try to help. And there's a lot of people that are in just desperate trouble and have to get out of Afghanistan or they will be killed by the Taliban. Go to NazareneFund.org.
Yeah, that's tweeted out at Pat Unleashed. And that was a nice message there from Derek. Not all the messages lately have been so nice because Jeffy actually has gotten under the skin of some Auburn fans because the other day when he was talking about if the Clemson Tigers, as it's rumored, may join the SEC conference, there would now be 3 teams with the nickname
I mentioned
Tiger.
Missouri, LSU, and Clemson, right?
So Auburn fans are like, yo, that's 4 Tigers.
Oh, shut up. I thought,
why?
Shut up.
That's legit.
I thought you were the War Eagles.
That is a weird thing.
What is that? It's
What
War
is that?
Eagle. That's
Pick one.
you
You're
don't
either
get 2.
War Eagles or you're Tigers.
Yep.
The 2 are not related. Where do you get that?
I know it's the Auburn Tigers. You're right.
That's weird.
Hold on.
It is weird.
That's like Stanford too. You don't get a tree and a cardinal.
Right. Pick
Right.
2 different things.
Pick one.
Okay, you're either the Redwoods or you're the Cardinal.
Thank you.
And by the way, no S on Cardinal. And they're really insistent upon
No
that.
S on War Eagle either.
No, really?
That's War Eagle.
It's not the War Eagles.
Yeah, whoa, easy.
I know.
See?
I will say, though, when they were recruiting my son at one point, we went there
Auburn?
for a weekend, and they in the greater Auburn area, I think it's Ogallala. I think it is. They had one of the best Outback steakhouses in the country.
Opelika.
Opelika, yeah.
Okay.
Aren't they exactly the same?
No, they're not this one now.
Wait,
It was
hold on.
awesome.
What was so different
They
about
were
this Outback?
I don't know. It was just good.
All right, so
It was
they use
just good.
better cuts of
Yes,
meat at
yes,
this particular
yes,
one?
perhaps it was War Eagle cuts. I don't know.
Maybe they had Moink. Maybe that's where they got
That's
their beef.
very possible.
Maybe.
That's very possible.
That could be. Did they serve Kexi cookies at this place?
Oh.
As long as we're
Would you like to
Throwing
see
out
throwing out
sponsors,
some
let's
foods.
go ahead
Yeah,
and do
no,
that.
they didn't have. Kexi wasn't around.
Yeah.
yet.
Okay. All right.
I saw the new post from Kexi Cookies that I follow on Instagram with the enjoy the drip, and they have the new video out with the toppings going over the cookies, and it makes it look even better.
My
than
gosh, they're so good. I wanted to bring in, but they're not ready yet. I want to bring in these. They're cinnamon roll cookies that we're getting ready for the fall.
Let's discuss that for a moment.
Some of the best things I've ever put in my
If
mouth.
at any point in your life you say to yourself, I probably should bring those in, the answer is yes.
Yes. Well, yeah, and I've tried, but they're not ready. But they're, oh my gosh, they're so good. These had been, I told you, was this the other day? I think you were here when I said they had been touched by other people's hands.
No, I wasn't.
And so we can't.
I did hear you say that, though, and at the time I was photographed. I said, so?
I know you said that.
So?
But we do have some standards at Kexi Cookie where when they've been handled by people, no, we don't give them to others.
Up.
No. I mean, I'd eat it, but not you.
I'm not going to complain. I'll file a lawsuit.
No, I don't. I understand.
So wait, the next time we see you, you will be on the other side of your second shot.
No, I won't.
Right? Yeah, because you'll be in here on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and on Tuesday, I'm your appointment keeper here. Yeah, you get your second shot on Tuesday.
No, I won't get it on Tuesday. I'll get it on Friday.
Is there like a time limit on when you can get your second shot?
It's 30 days or whatever it was. So, whatever. I'm not going to get it in the middle of the week.
By the way, my wife got it. She got the first shot yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Good for her.
Which means the pressure's on now. Which means...
why is the pressure on?
Because she's looking at me like,
Right, it's time for you to get yours now.
Yep.
all right, I don't know. We'll see.
I know. I'm still that way.
I'm concerned about this new thing I found out about.
It's not new, my friend.
It's not new. No, it isn't.
It's not new.
It's new to me. I didn't know about this. What is it called? I can never remember. Anti-dependent enhancement, antibody dependent enhancement.
Right.
Which supposedly now, I haven't checked all of the.
I don't know. I think
details,
but I think some of it is updated.
I saw a supposed ICU nurse talk about this at length.
Yeah.
And she looked really knowledgeable.
And
on
they
this
are.
stuff.
And they are. And that was what I talked about.
Supposedly,
I think we did talk about
when
this
they tested this
ago.
on the CoV-2, on the coronavirus, the novel coronavirus tests that they've done in the past with mRNA, the animal tests went well at first.
Correct.
And the dogs were given the vaccine, and they did well at first. But then, months later,
right,
when they gave them
they're reintroduced with another vaccine.
They all died.
Right. They didn't last.
And it's because of this antibody dependent enhancement and what it does to you the second time around. Which sounds frightening.
But I feel like
and
it does.
I want to look into it a little
does.
bit before you start putting it in my body.
Well, Dr. Monroe said it's very, Malone said it's very dangerous to the way they're using this mRNA. You know, the guy that created the technology.
Yeah.
He says this is not good. And I don't know if you want to play this, but Walensky talked yesterday, booster shots, get your booster shots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
I don't understand this.
Reports from our international colleagues, including Israel, suggest increased risk of severe disease amongst those vaccinated early.
Wait, what?
Given this body of evidence, we are concerned that the current strong protection against severe infection, hospitalization, and death could decrease in the months ahead, especially among those who are at higher risk or who were vaccinated earlier during the phases of our vaccination rollout. In the context of these concerns, we are planning for Americans to receive booster shots.
Yeah, okay,
starting next month.
Got it. Yeah. A third freaking shot.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to drug you for the rest of your life if you want to exist in society.
Well, why not? If 3 is better than 2, isn't 4 better than 3?
But she said...
And if 4 is better than 3, why isn't 5 better than 4?
And she said you're more susceptible to disease if you got the shot early. What is happening? Disease.
Well, she was talking about
She's
the study
talking about
in
the
Israel.
disease.
Yeah,
the coronavirus disease.
You better
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.